Megastars trying to hunker down, trying to hide it out. Don't think they're going to be able to get the res. Drax pops up, will be spotted by Godless. The nade comes out wide. I don't know if they caught that one, but Drax goes very low. I think he gets down, but there's the refrag. 18 kills found now,
Rox!
3 players alive, no chance eliminated.
Rox takes out the last player from King of Gamers and makes it into that number 2 spot.
They've had a great first game here, now you just need to keep it on going. You do Gank, however, they have had an absolute corker of a game, Blank. 18 kills so far, they're looking for that 19th, but one of them goes down. A sliver of HP left for Rox. There's actually Parang sending out wide, not going to be allowing the heal just yet.
Another
Rox! 1v1, Rox for GXR Celts. He could make it happen here. Very, very low HP, a single nade to do it, but he's getting the first aid off. Stimming up now, it's a 1 versus 1. Drax from You Do Gank with 6 kills. It's Rox with 4 kills for GXR Celts, the solo snake, able to get all the way, but they're playing a standoff right now, Blank.
Drax is so afraid to even move out after he takes down 2 of his teammates. He's like, wow, this guy is not to be trifled with. Drax looking on the top side, just peeking out. Neither player wants to push before the other.
Tension building here. Information can be gathered from up the hill for You Do Gank. They know the Rockies behind will get pushed out. He goes out wide, goes for the spray, but he can't quite get it done. It was so close, but so far, You Do Gank able to get a huge chicken dinner. 19 kills on the board.
Heavily as we head over into the next circles, both these teams trying to make their way in. Luxy desperately trying to make the Raz across, and they're going to leave Jumper behind to prevent BTR from getting any further in, support the rest of the teammates moving.
Zuxi so low, not quite going down, but he does. He gets finished off. The vehicle blows up and he blows himself up. That's so unfortunate. Jumper keeps going for Yudu as 2 of them are down. 3 teams remain, but it's Box out in the zone, so it's really only 2 here, Blank. Yudu versus the Megastars. 1 versus 1. Vexy looking for the res, but he swings out wide. It's Yudu with Mamparang looking for the spray, but he can't quite get it done. 1 goes down and Yudu down to 1.
That is crazy. Jumper able to take down 3 players from BTR and survive. It was a decent bait from You Do Gank, or at least I thought it was, but the rest of the team aggressed onto Megastars. They were taking 2 fights at the same time. Jumper, basically the solo player, Break's still healing. This guy's got basically a box of medical supplies beside him.
Looking for the hill, he's got another one. Okay, he's going to keep going. You Do Gank, though, they want to roll up towards Mamparang. Looking for the spray. Vexy very, very low, so is Jumper, and they tuck in. They have the third party from Encore, so he might just be able to get something done. Federal eliminated. Break still going. And whichever team goes down here is going to have a little bit of a sore wake-up call. But You Do Gank swing out wide and it's Jumper to eliminate it. Break makes it to second. A huge turn up there, but the Megastars are eliminated, and it is 2 chicken dinners in a row for You Do Gank.
And now they've got to try and end this fight. We've still got 4 teams remaining in this one, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be insane. It's going to be huge. Bigatron, they still got to push up. They lost 2 members already. Even now, Ryzen and Luxy are remaining. But still, now we've got this sharing position between Yudu on the low ground and the rooftop over to T1. It's interesting to see, but who will take this game? Nobody knows right now.
And now Orange Rock are pinched between 2 teams outside the circle. Will actually make that 3 teams because T1 are still inside this game. As BTR be fighting against the circle for the last couple of phases, but they pushed their way in. Sidon gets knocked down from Yudu. Now the stalemate of that team fight between T1 and Yudu might start to kick off in the next couple of seconds. Out comes in and gets it knocked down. Tries to confirm the kill on the Horizon, but Luxy comes in and gets the job done. And that
Bigatron, it might be the case of, Yudu or also T1 getting rid of that team. There it is, the initial knockdowns will potentially come out. They've got to move away from that position. And Gyeonjun, the first dropping out, that smoke ridge is actually going to be helping him out to hold a different angle that could spell destination for Yudu.
Yeah, indeed, and also Missile is going to look to throw out another smoke to give that level of protection to Youngwoo, who's also proning behind a wall. But of course, where you see smoke, you can see grenade targeting, and that's exactly what Yudu are trying to do. Satan jumps out the window, but gets knocked down by Fredo.
That was a nice attempt, but unfortunately didn't get the damage out. Fredo, the man with the deadly smile and even more deadly weapons, is going to get a few nice knockdowns for himself. But here it is, the last member of Bigatron going to go for the push. ZZB's got to drop down eventually, but Bigatron, they do some work. Luxy, they might just go all the way. They might just steal this chicken dinner over here on Miramar Imperium. As it is, Ryzen just going to be chilling behind those rocks, and Yudu trying to take control of this northern circle section.
Oh, Ryzen with the MK14s in the face of U2 as T1 get eliminated. We're down to these two teams. It is the World Champions against the winner of the first two games of the World League East Super Weekend Day 1 as a grenade from Luxie. He's going to have to try and survive. It's going to be 1v3. It's just too much. And it's 3 games in a row for U2 Gank.
2 was just not enough. They had to
pixel out a place and you get spotted, you're gonna get punished, so you have to be very, very careful, and that's exactly what has happened to Slayer. He gets dropped to the floor, he gets confirmed, Kratos looks up, he's gonna get a knockdown, but that's gonna be the end of Team IND. They got the first push, and now comes down to these two teams.
Team IND, they had the low ground, it will not work out for them on this Sanhok game, but now Team Secret had one member knocked away. That's gonna be Yuhai, turn into now a 3v2, and Founders, they want this chicken dinner as a great grenade comes out. It's gonna roll towards Armcho, puts him extremely low, but will not result in a knockdown as of yet, as that smoke will allow Yuhai to potentially get res back up himself. As Martin, I can see what you're doing, man. He's known as the flanker of the lobby, as he's going to try and swiftly make his way up north behind the team. Right there, can peek it up, but Armjo, and he has the advantage of being able to peek left and right, whereas BB is going to be very straightforward. You can only peek up. And that could make things very easy for Armjo to get that knock for himself, but it still turned into now a 3v3. The res was able to come back indeed, but Team Secret, they're slowly pushing out the blue zone right behind them. And Armjo, if he seems that once again that one pixel out of place, they can get a few nice bit of damage down.
Oh, but look at BB using and hugging this side eclipse on, gets a knockdown on the Harmony, but that's going to be a return clap back. The blue zone is pushing through. Yuhai comes in, he stands up, but he gets taken out by Valdez the Murder, who claimed this chicken dinner in Sanhok.
How does the Murder, known as like the third-party team, but even if it's a
team that we've definitely been impressed with throughout the World League so far. Now BTR now sweeping their way across. Gonna go from building to building, but actually avoiding that and going full sender. No.
Bigatron, I'm sorry, but what was that? I mean, at least they have a car a little bit far forward so they can use that as like a mini compound, but still, that is not Stonks, that is their point. And they could pick up way more Imperium into this one. They could get up to 19 kills so to get all of the frags in this lobby, but I like it. Ernie knows the Bigatron around there earlier, checking a bit of utility. They want to get really too involved. They don't want to take this fight head on, but they might just have to. They confirm Ryzen. Now down to only one player. That's going to be Lux. He did some great clutch plays, but this time will not be the case as Bigatron get eliminated in third position. 2 teams now remaining. It will be a 4v4. Mighty Magnet has no more effect. Imperium is going to go in favor of RRQ Athena.
Snacks with the DP28 behind the US that's burnt out right now. Nice grenade by Slayer. This is where IND a little bit too bunched up together. They don't have the eyes, they don't have the information, and they are 1 or 2 grenades away from being exposed. I think that was smoke grenade being thrown out by Team IND to actually not distract, but actually take away visuals from RRQ. And now they throw out the Molotovs. This is very clever play.
I mean, they're just like checking them everywhere, just like, hey, we want to try and cut off as much visibility away from the enemy team. They do not know where they are exactly, so they just got to chuck random smokes in the open as a nice spray from Slayer. Randomly chucked will get Ernie down on his knees, and now that's going to give the man an advantage over to Team IND. But they're not committing too heavily. They're not getting overconfident, which they absolutely love coming out from Team IND.
But Snacks gets taken out by D to either return knockdown at the final moments of this game is coming in front of our eyes. G9 with the knockdown on the trans. It becomes 2v3.
Team IND out to 2 players, but G9, he's not going to give them enough room to breathe. He's going for the push. He gets it done, but they still got 1 player lower down. And that's going to be Team IND Slayer can absolutely slay down, and there you have it. That was great plays. RRQ Athena will be your winners of the last game of the day. Great rotations, great predictions, and it did reward and was a win at the end.
Coming into this